Right, well, I'm Lynn and I'm a screen printer. I run this business, which is Hippo Screen Printers, which me and Ian set up probably about 12 years ago. Screen print editioning for artists. So we work for art galleries, individual artists, publishing companies, all sorts of things like that. And basically we make prints all day. What I like about it, everything. I've always printed. I fell in love with screen printing. I actually fell in love with etching first when I went off to art college. But having left art college, wondering what on earth I was going to do now, I found that screen printing was a better way of being able to earn a living. So I found I could sell drawings and paintings and things to people, of their dogs or their family members, but I could also print t-shirts, which I would sell, take to local shops and things to sell. Printing in the back bedroom. It's the sort of thing. It's a printing process. You need a certain amount of equipment, but a lot of it can be done very low tech. So you can actually produce screen prints from your bedroom, which is what I was doing for a while. Basically just trying to make a living, and it progressed from there. I went on to beginning printing for artists. Also had a spell of printing pub signs. It can be used for a lot of things. We can print onto all sorts of things, anything that's flat. So we can print wooden boards, glass. We mainly do paper now for artists, like I said, for artists and galleries. And I love it. My favourite part of it is printing for artists. I love being able to be creative. I'm creative every day, not for my own work, but I'm creating for other artists. I love being able to translate somebody's painting, for example, into some screen prints, which allows them to sell 100 of them rather than just the one painting. So I still get a buzz from picking up a new artist, someone else who finds me because they heard about our work. Someone finds me and wants some screen prints doing. I get a proper buzz from that. Getting well-known artists or artwork that I love, or a gallery that I sort of enjoy going to, suddenly gives me some work. I think that's amazing. I still get a buzz from that, and I love working for myself. Well, I first tried screen printing at school. Was very lucky that we had a good art teacher who introduced us to some very basic screen printing. And I got the bug immediately. We did a bit of that, and from then on I just wanted to go to art college. Didn't really want to bother with anything else. I wanted to be an artist. So I was an artist from as long as I can remember. I used to draw when I remember being about 6 and realising I could draw better than everyone else in the class. And then I used to be allowed to stay up late with my mum because she was a bit of an artist, and I was allowed to stay up late if we were drawing each other and things like that. So that's kind of where it started. But went from school straight to art college, went and did my foundation, where I went specifically to do more printmaking. Having tried screen printing, I wanted to try everything else. And the first time in the sort of print department at the college, with all this equipment, etching presses and the smell of ink and white spirit and everything everywhere, and I just loved it, fell in love with it straight away. My first love was etching, because I was quite into drawing, and etching's good for translating drawings into prints, and I loved the process of just being able to multiply something I'd drawn, making multiple copies of it. And then went through art college, went to do the foundation course, then went off to Maidstone College of Art, which had a amazing printmaking department as well, and just got properly into screen printing at that point, and the possibilities of that for being able to earn a living as well as for being creative, really. I saw the potential for being able to make things that I could sell to earn a living, which meant I didn't have to go and get a proper job. So started printing in, I've said all this, but started printing in the back bedroom, printing t-shirts and things like that. This was when I left college. I moved up to Norwich, which just because I had a friend who was going there and I didn't really want to go anywhere else, didn't really know where to go. Didn't want to go to London at that point. That's where I started making things for shops, making t-shirts, prints and things like that to sell in local shops and stuff like that. And that's where I met my partner Ian as well. He's a Norwich boy. And then eventually we moved down to London to work for his brother, who's making pub signs. He's a sign writer, and at that point he was doing everything by hand, so he brought me in to set up a screen printing department. So rather than having to hand sign write every single sign, some of them which were duplicates, we could start screen printing them. So I learnt all sorts of skills, a bit of sign writing, gold leafing, painting signs, all that sort of thing. Until then there was the property crash, 2009, where we got made redundant and had to immediately set something up and try and earn a living. So we found this building. Brought a few bits of equipment with us. I had I think 2 customers at that point, artists, and so we just started up on our own. Took a massive gamble, and went for a couple of years. Built up a few customers, but we struggled for a while, and wondering if we could make a go of it. But when the moment we decided, well, maybe we can't. We've run out of money now. We've spent all our redundancy money. Let's run away to Spain and live in a camper van. From that moment on, we found suddenly the phone started ringing, work started coming in, and we haven't stopped since. It's been getting busier and busier, better and better customers all the time, and it's just been an amazing ride, really. Well, I think you've got to have a passion for something, and if you've got a passion for something, then you can make it work. I can't pretend that it's easy, because it isn't. You have to work incredibly hard. We always thought by being self-employed that we could do exactly what we wanted, whenever we wanted, and we'd go on holiday when we feel like it, and have a day off when we like, and things like that. And that, in reality, that never happens. We basically work all the time. So we work weekends, evenings, everything. But you get, as well as the hard work, you get all the glory and all the joy, and the fun of it is for yourself. It's not for anyone else. So I would highly recommend being self-employed. If you've got a passion that you want to follow, something you really want to do and have always wanted to do, then go for it. Give it a try.